Like at 6 o'clock today.
Okay, just don't lean back. Man, it's so close. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I did the top one.
Trustee Jones.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes. Need a motion to approve, October 16, 2025 board meeting minutes, October 16, 2025 executive session minutes, finance report, pay the bill. Make motion.
I'll second it.
Trustee Henry.
Yes.
Trustee Jones.
Yes.
Trustee Whitewater.
Yes.
Trustee Steve.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes. Audience, is there anybody in the audience that wants to make a comment?
I don't know if I need to make a comment. I don't know if I'm on the agenda or not.
You are.
Okay, I don't need to make a comment. I guess. I'll wait. Sorry.
Where is he?
Village engineer Tom Overmeyer.
Just to give you an update, we'll be opening proposals for the utility work for the Porter Culvers on December 10th, Wednesday, at 2 o'clock p.m. And then hopefully be ready, make an award at the board meeting on the 11th. Give Tiffany a chance to get the numbers all in.
Oh, you got that?
That's all.
Anybody here to do the fire chief report?
Okay. Preventive maintenance we normally do in October, November. Almost everything's done. Light tower's just having some issues starting. Truck 2 is getting the things fixed that didn't pass when they did the ladder and pump test. Right now they're at Carnegie's. Currently doing the Queen of Hearts at Robbins. Had somebody draw the Queen of Hearts last night, so we're going to restart a new board and continue on with that. We did the IFSI, the BSO, the driving course. Everybody attended and everybody passed. 27 members and 1 cadet right now. 250 hours logged of training last month, and we had 57 calls for the month. We have 2 quotes here. One's for a hose roller for the fire hose that Chris had brought up the other day when we talked about buying hose. This basically a 5-inch hose weighs over 100 pounds, and it helps to roll it, get all the water and air out of it. And then there's another device here that we put it on. It's called the Go Pack, and it helps us unroll it onto the truck. And the total for that, it comes with an extra battery, so we can do all of our hose when we do a hose testing or a big fire or something, is $9,900.70.
Question? Need a motion, yea or nay, to purchase a fire hose roller from Rolling Rack for $9,970.
Second.
Trustee Sheep.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Sam.
Yes.
Trustee Henry.
Yes.
Trustee Whitewater.
Yes.
The second item I have is from TriStar. Down Station 2, we're trying to make room for some trailers and get everything inside for the winter. And we're needing the furnaces moved out of the attic and down to area to kind of make room. And for TriStar to come and do that, it's going to be $2,800.17.
And we'll have to have an electrician do that, too.
I think that was for everything.
Is that, I mean, is that included in that price?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, everything's in there, yep.
Any questions?
$2,817, sorry.
The vice chair says that the high electrical will have to be done by an electrician.
Well, no, I was just asking if that included the electrician, or if that's gonna be a separate quote.
I believe it's a separate quote.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's
Okay.
what it says in-
Now I see that. Okay.
Okay. Need a motion, yea or nay, for furnace relocation at Station 2 to be done by TriStar for $2,817.
Make a motion, Jerry.
Trustee Bennett.
Yes.
Trustee Cheek.
Yes.
Trustee Whitehead.
Yes.
Trustee Sim.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Brian, if you can have somebody get us some quotes.
Yeah.
Above and beyond. So
Yep.
whatever we're gonna do.
Yep.
Thank you. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
EMS, Butch Fields.
The ambulance service had a total of 72 calls for, service last month, total of 64, Tilton, 24 during the day, 9 at night. 4 Oakwood, 8 Georgetown, 1 Danville, 18 Lynch, 2 transfers. They having a, end of the year meeting coming up to discuss any unknown issues within the service, with all the employees. Probably in late December, early January. We attended a fire EMS a week ago. All units from service as of right now with no issues right now. We have 2 new EMTs that began at the right time and are being released to run as a second provider on the shifts. In a very short period of time that they were doing the right time, they both experienced quite a few calls that, in talking to them, that they've, very comfortable, and, the people that have been evaluating are very comfortable with them stepping into that, second provider role. Had a meeting with all the employees, and discussed what we had discussed before in the, EMS meeting, EMS fire committee meeting with the mandatory critical skills. They all understand they're gonna be doing it. They all understand now that, what needs to be done to prepare them for that. We also, talked to them about the implementation of the, paramedic flight car and how it operates. We did implement the paramedic flight car October 1. And there's been 1 day that it's not been covered, and that's because the shift was covered with ALS, and then that ALS provider called off work at 5:30 in the morning. And everybody that could have done it was already working through other jobs. But it was only a 12-hour shift, and luckily they didn't have anything they needed to paramedic. It went on several, it has went on every call, but it has made several calls that were ALS where they provided the care in the back of the ambulance when they were not on duty. So it is working out. Received the email today from the PSB on the ESO CAD system. So I'm sure that we'll be getting the bill for that before long. I can't remember what was discussed in the one meeting. Had we paid the ESO part and just not the county part, right? Okay, so we'll be getting that bill from the PSB side of it. I talked to Brian about it. They have a webinar that's coming up the 25th that both of him and I are going to attend so that we can get the CAD import working on our report, right? That's all I got.
Second. Public Works Department, TJ Jordan.
Got all the spreader plows on dump trucks just in time. Got the bathrooms winterized at the lake, Thomas Park. Still been running sweep sweeper when we can. All the Christmas decorations are installed and wired. Jumped on them nice the last 70-degree days and got that done. The hot box came in. We've already been trained on it. Probably gonna put it to use starting next week. Got some patch and everything today on hand. Winter Wonderland dates. We're gonna go December 1st through the 31st, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Of course, weather permitting with the rain. We get a bunch of rain, I shut it down because water and electricity don't mix. I was coming this month with nothing to ask for, but Ford said another thing. So during the snow, my 2019 dump truck, the high pressure fuel pump. Ford offers a disaster with this problem. So basically, they go in, replace the whole fuel system from the tank, lines, injectors, fuel pumps, CP4 unit, and then install a disaster prevention kit for down the road if it wants to happen again. The truck's at Watsika Ford. The quote I got from them is $13,802.68 to repair this truck. It either gets repaired or we're gonna have a yard ordinance because you gotta have fuel to run a truck, and it's full of metal shavings about the whole.
Motion? Need a motion here, nay, get that truck repaired at Watsika Ford for $13,802.68.
Ford, yeah.
I'll second.
Trustee Burns,
Yes.
trustee George,
Yes.
trustee Whiteburn,
Yes.
trustee Sims,
Yes.
trustee Finn.
Yes. That's all I got.
Police Department, Ryan Shaw.
So for the month of October, we ran a total of 332 calls, made 17 arrests. We had 19 PMTs, issued 81 citations with 18 warnings. No warnings for ordinance violations, and issued 6 ordinance violations. We did hire Dylan Dalton part-time. He's been approved by the state. He was a county deputy, and I think he worked Georgetown before that. Very respected in the police community. So just waiting on his leaks, validation through communications. We'll get him on the streets. Already picked up a few days in December, so hopefully that works out. We did get our taser grant through Elias for 7 tasers. Everything's been received. It's put in inventory. We're working with Brian to get some stickers for it. And I was asking for a key fob system for the evidence room, but Brian's gonna bring that up when he talks. That's about it.
Okay, thanks. Sewer Department, Chad Kessler.
We had Curry finally show up, fix a few things. We're waiting on parts for some other stuff. But at least we already getting progress on that. Been working with Tom and Donahue trying to get our MPDS permit renewed. And we had our first Illinois rural apprenticeship training at the plant. Went well. Hoping to continue to have more training there. That's all I got.
Yeah, didn't you, my marriage messed up, did you bring up that Illinois rules actually gonna start doing classes from?
Yeah, that was the first. We just had the first one on Tuesday.
Okay.
And they're real happy with how everything went. They're hoping to continue to have the classes there since it's kind of a smaller. We got a nice lab and everything for them to do more hands-on. So I think it'll work out good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Code Enforcement Officer Dave Biggerstaff.
Touch on that mic too. You talked about the software. So we received your proposal a couple months ago on, it's called iWorks. It's a software, code enforcement software management system. And basically, it's got a lot of different components to it. I think it could be used for building permits, zoning, things like that, until we really get into it and start using it. But it's a cloud-based system. And right now, I don't know if you folks are familiar with Google Keep or Notes or whatever, but what I use now is basically through an account that I have, and this is what it looks like. Every account every address I have activity on, I put pictures, notes, and everything. But it's for my access, basically. I transfer it over whenever we have, or, violations or something. This would allow all this information to be put in here, and whoever you guys give permission to see this, they would be able to look at that, and if you somebody had a question on a case, you can see all the notes I have, all the pictures. Police department could look at it if they're out somewhere and see, oh, I've already been there, or I've not been there. They could put notes in it, and I think it would help coordinate everything and keep a better flow to it. I think it was, they charge a setup fee.
1,200, and then it's 2,000 a year.
But it's 2,000 a year
Yeah.
renewal, 1,200 setup there. I did call Savoy uses this. I called them and asked them how it worked, and they've been using it for years, and they said it's very good. The key of any of this to me is the service, and they said anytime they have a problem, they call out to Utah or wherever it is. This group's been in business, be 25 years next year, and they said usually within minutes their problem is solved. Said they're very responsive. So in the software world, I think that speaks volumes, in my opinion. So I'm proposing that we put that gives me over the winter to get everything loaded, get used to it, and then kind of by spring, when we get back up running real fast, we'll be able to, everybody will be used to what's going on.
Any questions? Comments?
I think one nice thing about it is the transparency between departments. That way, if, the police department's out with something, you're gonna see that he's already there, or he's not, like you said. I think that's a huge plus. Then we can have access to it too, as far as, you don't have to have him show us something. We have something to talk about that we can get that stuff to us and have those answers so we didn't have. I think it's a good.
Any other comment? Question? I need a motion here today to purchase the iWork system for one-time setup fee of $3,200 and an annual of $2,000.
A motion, yay.
I'll second.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Cheek.
Yes. Okay, Brian, IT department.
All right, so like Ryan said, they're wanting to get a fob system down there on the evidence room that will only be controlled. It won't be tied to the rest of anything that we have now. It'll be its own standalone system so that things can be managed and accessed. Nobody can have access, can't have access, and then there's a log of who comes and goes. Wagner quoted us for the 2-door electric system. We're only going to do 1 door at this time, but it only comes in sections of 2. So $2,680 for that.
Any question? Need a motion here today, Wagner Lock and Key for fob system for evidence room, $2,680.
I'll second.
Trustee Sheet.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
That's it. Well, other than we're trying to stream to YouTube again, but we've already having camera difficulties, so we'll get that worked out sometime.
Okay, item number 13, Adam Stewart, to 820 Central for abating demolition.
Hey guys, I got some photos here. Oh, I didn't know how many people were on the board. I'm gonna pass it around. Here's the before picture when I first bought it. You guys could share, that would be great. There's like 7 of them. If you go every other, we should be good.
Well, and Dave, you've inspected this, haven't you?
Yep.
You know, you've checked it out, haven't you, Dave?
Yep, sure have.
So here's the foundation being poured, the, like footer area. Then we put in block. And the last picture is gonna be the dirt all the way filled in, so everything's been fixed there. The like gutters are gonna be installed next week to keep the, water out, which is what, caused this problem. So everything's been fixed.
So your observation is
What is
they
it after?
look like they're prepared
So
for
much
me.
better.
Absolutely. Yes, I mean, with these big issues like this, generally not a building issue, it's an owner issue. And we've got a responsible owner now that's gonna take care of things, has done more in a month's time than has been done probably in 10 years on that thing. So, yes, I'm
So their code enforcer, if passes our code.
green light. Good work.
Thank you.
I know with rental properties, when I did it, every time I contacted them, it's always been real responsive. Probably one and better, one better more.
Absolutely. Dealt with them in multiple towns, and every time he calls up, he responds, he says what he's gonna do, and he does it. It's that simple. No, it gets very complicated sometimes, but not with him.
Any other questions from the owner? Okay, sir. I need a motion to abate the demolition order for 820 Central. Make motion.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Dorr.
Yes.
Thank you.
They just put the word out there, we're easy to work with.
I appreciate it.
Daddy doesn't respond to his tenants as well. That's my whole point.
Clerk report, Lori Fields.
The report's attached, I'll just give them over some of it. Had 8 FOIAs. Process the remaining yearly liquor license and gaming renewals, everybody's good till next October. Completed the 2026 GMT report with the help of Tammy and passed. We got it back, I made an error, sent it for correction today. Completed the IDPH validation of agency through Impact, which is probably about a 3-hour process. They completed required Medicare updated validation of the agency through Paycos. That was probably about 8 hours. Did 74 runs for billing, verification insurance, addresses, verified report complete on the EMT side for adequate billing. We did 2 VA transfers, and I covered the ambulance during office hours through time.
Thank you. City Administrator, Tiffany Jones McClellan.
We filed our, certificate of abatement with the county, received filed a stamped copy back. I got quotes for the fireworks. I did a couple title searches. We met with a webco about a new website. We talked to the guy from Game Time Systems about the playground grant, which we were eligible for. I fulfilled some zoning requests. My new CTS agreement, got the TIF reports done. We met with the owner of the dispensary, the dispensary. And then we had a meeting with Farnsworth Group about our comprehensive plan coming up and strategic land use. And we got all the health insurance applications. And I sent those out to everybody. As soon as I get those back, we should have a quote by December 11th for our insurance for next year. So, me and TJ met with, his name was John Harwood, with Game Time about the playground. And Mike had given me the information about the playground grant through them, we did qualify for the grant, so we would get, it's not quite 50%, but it's close. And you can see there's 2 options here, plus we talked that we might need some swings and other things there also. So one of the quotes is for 49,901.52. The other one was 48. Hold on, sorry. $48,199. Yeah. They're just different layouts, but they were both ones that we liked.
And they fell in the budget range to
Yeah.
what we have.
Oh, and then there's a separate one for the just the swings, and what else was included in that, TJ?
Should have been like either standard sitting benches or the swinging type
Yeah,
benches that are like are at Thomas
yeah,
Park.
two benches with back and ground.
And
And the mats, we can get those somewhere else.
Yep.
We've already talked about those. So that's $2,864 off. Yeah,
No, 358.
no, it's because they were
There's 8 of them.
saying 8 of them, so it's the 2,864. Yeah. We can get, even the guy told me and TJ, we can get those mats, those playground mats, they're actually like horse stall mats, but you can get them at Rural for like, and I looked them up, they were like $80. Same thing,
So how much?
$80.
What size?
They're big
They're the same as what they offer here,
at Rural King.
but for here, they're $358 a piece.
Any other questions?
That's more than.
Need a motion to offer the grant for ballpark playground equipment for up to $50,000.
Oh, yeah, 60.
60,000.
60,
Oh, 60.
yeah,
Well, actually 50.
I know.
You're supposed to be
Sorry.
Okay, 60,000, I already said that. Need a motion here, nay, to get a grant for ballpark playground equipment for up to $60,000.
Are those different? Yeah, she did.
See. Or
Mhm.
trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Keith. Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Got that. Treasurer report, Cassidy Ward.
Push on. Miss. That's because I updated it before we came in here.
Isn't it the very first thing on here?
Okay, so my report's not on there.
I think it's the very.
She's been having trouble with hers, so she said down.
I can read it.
I can't.
If you click on it, it should open up another window.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
No.
You
So-
you did?
So for the month, I filed the monthly wage report for IMRF, filed the monthly unemployment report, filed the quarterly unemployment report, filed the quarterly Illinois 941 and federal 941 reports, entered in all the invoices into QuickBooks to be paid. I did payroll and paid the taxes, made the bank deposits, reconciled the bank statements. And then, so the bonus is, for the full-time employees, we would like to give 500. For part-time work over 500 hours, 250. For the part-time work less than 500 hours, but more than $100. And then, $100 gas card for the court security, code enforcement, the village engineer, and then the helper for the sewer department. Yeah,
Any questions?
it's the same as last year.
I need a motion here, nay, to move forward with the bonuses as presented.
Motion yay.
Trustee Stone.
Yes.
Trustee Overman.
Yeah.
Trustee Allen.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Mayor's report. I met with Jennifer Bailey and did an interview. My understanding was it was in the Independent News today, I guess. Met twice with A. Webco about our new, redesigning our website. We also met with Rossland Solar and Storage, and we came to an understanding why the storage units hadn't been built yet, and it had to do with the property owner required X amount of setback, and then he ran into the problem with staying the right of way for Panhandle gas line. But he's gonna have storage units up, he just needs to figure out how to get them in there properly. And we spoke to him also about the road design to get in and out of there. We met with a local restaurant for possible TIF assistance. We also met with Earthrise. Earthrise requested a meeting with us about the moratorium, so we sat in there and we discussed the moratorium with them. We got all that straightened out. We met with Comcast contractor. Comcast is gonna be coming through with some more fiber. The problem we have with them is when they originally came in here, they said that everything was gonna be overhead. This meeting here, they started telling us how much they're gonna have to put underground. Wasn't real happy with that situation. As Tiffany said earlier, we met with the dispensary. The dispensary wanted to meet with us because they wanted to be more involved in the community. So we gave them ideas on things that are coming up pretty quick, like Christmas party, senior dinner, so on and so forth, that they could be involved in the community.
Yeah.
Had an interview with WITY and Dave Brown. Set up a meeting with a senior housing contractor. Someone informed me of this senior affordable housing, first thing. Second thing is not Section 8, but affordable senior housing. The lady that's the executive director is an ex-Indiana state representative. This contractor is affiliated with Labor's International Union of North America. All the jobs, all the build will be union build. Any maintenance people hired will be paid full benefits. We're gonna meet with them, and what our plan is to take them out here and show them where the nursing home is. Already talked to, County Board Chairman Miller, and if this is a possibility here, we'll get together and we're gonna come up with a resolution to get rid of the nursing home and get these people in there to create a senior housing subdivision. That being said, while I was talking to Chairman Miller, he informed me that animal control will be moving. So if that's the possibility, there's a good chance that while these people are here, we'll point that side out to them, and we may be able to put housing on both sides of Tilton Road for affordable senior housing. If anybody's like to, I still have it on my phone, but if anybody would like to see the kind of work these people do, it's not shabby, and it doesn't look like board built. We had a strategic zoning plan meeting, that's starting to come along. Mike, would you like to put anything on that or add anything to that?
I would agree. I think it's a great start.
Matter of fact, that's how one thing came about, and I'll explain that here in a minute. I went to hear an economic plan by a congressional candidate this past Saturday. Jesse Jackson Jr. held a small forum at Danville, and I went to it and listened to his economic plan, and a lot of it has to deal with the airport in Peatone, and how that airport Peatone could affect commerce and economic development down here if things are done properly. He's also right now trying to set up a meeting with a lot of the mayors in Vermillion County to discuss this with them so everybody knows what his plans are and get feedback on it. No other candidates reached out. Talked with an economic developer at that meeting. He used to be the village administrator at University Park, Illinois. He is now down here in Champaign. He has heard about Tilton and the things that we're doing, and he offered that anytime we want any help, call him. Right now, I'm working to set up we are working to set up a meeting with a hospitality group for a possible hotel. The site we're looking at is possibly where the lamplighter in that area was to put a hotel. But we gotta meet with them and see how far they wanna go. They seem to be kinda interested in it. Attended a special board meeting. I assisted Lori with a FOIA request gathering. And tonight, before I came to the meeting, I spoke with a professor from Auburn University who does a master's project, and the master's project he does is an economic study of an area. It's a planning. So I'm in conversation with him. There's a possibility he's gonna bring the students up that are trying to earn a master's degree and do an economic plan, possibly. But the conversation just got started. This way here, if somebody, let's be honest, they're from out of the area, so they're gonna look at it as face value. Because what I found out, the planning area that we're involved with is Champaign County planning area. The area, the counties involved with Champaign County have an office in their county, but I noticed on their website, Danville does not have an office for the Champaign Planning Commission. So I'm just gonna push it and try to do some of our own planning and get more stuff happening here. Any questions? That's my report.
You're talking about taking out the nursing home and the dog shelter?
Pardon?
They're talking about taking out the nursing home and the dog shelter.
Well, the nursing home has had a lot of problems recently because people been going in there doing copper theft, and they cut the supply lines to the water, the fire service lines. It flooded, it's full of mold. It's gonna have to basically be demolished.
A lot of the problem is that sign that says 20 miles an hour there by the school, crawl through 30 miles an hour, down to 20, and back up to 30 to go to the school, southwest. Coming the other way, you don't have to stop. Can we get rid of that sign?
That's a school zone sign.
I'm sorry?
That's a school zone sign, the 20.
And it's only active when kids are present during school hours.
And that's controlled by the state because it's a school zone.
Because you're thinking all the teachers that have to pass it to get to school. Me too, because I've worked for the school district. It's a pain.
Yeah.
There's never any school kids there for work passing.
Well, it's only during school period.
It's still
When kids are
flashing.
present. You're talking about the speed limit sign, the
Yes,
one
sir.
where it comes up and tells you what your speed is? That's mobile. We put that other places, different places.
That's to tell you how fast you're going.
That doesn't tell you how fast you need to go. That tells you how fast you're going.
But it says the speed limit is 20 miles an hour.
That's in school zone when
And the
children
school
are
zone,
present.
when kids are present.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's state ran. That's totally them.
we need to get rid of it.
Yeah. It's school zone.
Anyway, does anybody have any other questions about my report? Fireworks. Oh, I went too far. Committee reports. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's start the same end. Mike?
Touch bases on the ordinance, we had an ordinance committee meeting, discussed, few topics, but one was, we'll have something, once we get something back from Wesner, to present hopefully next board meeting, but we talked about a time limit for public speaking. Campers, RVs, storage, living, that type of stuff. We've got, Christmas parade coming up on December 6th. Starts at 6 o'clock. San Jose at the fire station with coffee and cookies. Senior dinners on that Sunday. The firework portion. I'll go over that.
Did you want to go to the fireworks?
Does anybody else have committee report? We're supposed to stick to the agenda, so.
No.
Well, I mean, it's fireworks, 3 options from 2 companies. You go ahead, Mike, if you got one.
I don't.
Okay,
No, that's what I'm saying, that's,
okay, so I was told to get, 3 prices, that's what I did. From TNC Explosives, which is who we used last year, and Nostalgia Pyrotechnics, who we used every other year except last year.
I was trying to look through and see what the difference. Big one, but I mean.
Well, the guy from Nostalgia said, and I think we have to put money down for both of them. But he said he can only hold prices till the end of the year because they don't know what's gonna happen with tariffs and things like that, so.
Sure.
okay, so we'll wait until after the new year and,
Well, if we do it now, I think we can get a price without it going up.
okay.
We just need to decide how much we wanna spend and who. As you can see on TNC Explosives, their biggest one is 1,077 shells. Sorry, my onboard is closed.
Mhm.
I didn't see how many the,
He's got it on the side of each one, but I did not add them up. Alright. So like Nostalgia, like it'll say like a case of 72, he's gonna buy 2 of them, and then he puts 144 per here.
What's your gift?
My book keeps closing on here.
15 or 20 and 25.
15, 20.
Now, I will tell you that, it was, we were offered, by TNC Explosives, if we let them use the community center, they might give us the show.
Yeah, no, we don't think.
I'm just telling everybody what they said.
No.
Any questions?
Another one, PNC, he said that he had a number, but he said that can change on the size of the shells you wanna use. Bigger shells cost more money.
Right.
Well, so, I'm gonna go by the numbers we have right now, so
Well, he said-
what I think I'll do is, Bob, I think I'll make a motion for the 25,000, and that way there covers everybody, so there could be adjustments made or whatever.
we have to pick one of the two.
You just have to pick one of the two companies.
Well, no, that covers actually all 3. So, because the one gentleman said prices may change.
Who's the third one?
There's 3 quotes per
He
person.
asked which company.
I don't,
TNC did it last year, I don't know how everybody feels about them, but how they think they did.
Doug shot fireworks, I mean, he may be a good person to look over these and tell us what the best option would be.
Get it, Doug.
Yeah.
I mean, he's shot them before, so he knows about the shell sizes and what's gonna be probably a better show than versus the other one. That's my opinion. That's up to Doug though, if he's willing to do that.
A dollar amount is what you're talking about, and then we'll have to kind of figure which.
well, I can understand, we can pick somebody with the best, well, who we think's gonna have the best show, but we need to lay out a dollar amount.
Right.
And we're not gonna. So we can still pick the best show.
And they're better.
You
I don't think we'll get as much.
Because each company has listed what we can get for each level, 15, 20, and something like that. Both companies have given us a quote for the 3 different levels.
Then we can pick the company.
So the one motion from Val, second from this one.
It'd just be.
Right now, she just put them out.
Well, do you think we should have Doug look at them first?
Well,
Does he want to?
Will you look at them for us, Doug?
if you have to look at amounts,
Right, you
we
can
know the
approve.
amount, then he can look, through the 2, which of the 2 is gonna be better. Is that
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Or you just wing it and 50-50 chance and go for it.
Shut your eyes.
Good point.
I don't know, I was just throwing out options, just, I know, I don't know nothing about them, and evidently nobody does, so I knew Doug knew quite a bit about it, so I just throwing that out there as an option, but totally up to you guys.
I make a motion to 25,000. And
No more.
no more, and the company to be determined at a later date.
Well, I mean, we'll just.
So you're setting a budget.
We'll have to bring it up
Yeah,
next month,
well,
Yeah.
so that I can get a contract signed into that. So we get it set, right?
Well, we're just gonna be another opportunity where.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Or Butch used to shoot them too, maybe they both can look at it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people in there who should shoot them.
Well, then
Not
everybody
many.
does.
Well, you put a group together and have a firework committee, they all can look at it.
Hey, you gotta remember, right, I'm the one that hit my mother with a hood.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Ravenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
So I'll give you something to do, Doug. Do we have anything for executive session?
No.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I have a question first.
Boo.
All these guys that are going around putting these cable and all that stuff in, where they're digging the holes in the concrete, and then they're just patching them with asphalt. Is that, okay, okay, so they're gonna come back to that, okay.
The sad part about concrete is, so everybody knows, the sad part about concrete is they don't do one hole at a time. They get so many holes because concrete, you automatically get charged $50 extra if you don't get over 2 yards. So they try to get enough holes that they don't have to pay that extra charge. And then they'll come back and.
I knew they.
We need to get all the sidewalks put back in on Glendale.
Well, if they put, I know we had a discussion with Comcast, they're supposed to fill them up to within 10 inches of blowing the fill. So the patch, that's no better to fix it.
I'll chime in real
Rather
quick.
quick.
Ameren did the gas project, their companies already came back in, patched the roads back how they're supposed to be in the sidewalks. Now, as for Metro, they clear from where they start in the south end to where they're at in the north end. They have not put back no concrete, none of the concrete roads. I would imagine by now they would have enough holes to start filling with concrete.
They did by me in the intersection.
That was the gas company.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna get into winter, so I don't know how it's gonna work in the winter. We're gonna have all these temporary holes in the roads from them.
We got a call here?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Just call it.
Cause they should have got, you know the.
No, I know.
They should have got so many, they should have went back around.
I think there are
We call that the.
so many now clear from Ross Lane to Fifth Street now with holes throughout the town, so.
What is concrete? What's this concrete?
Back, they got,
Same thing. It's on the right.
Some of them's gonna be big, some of them's gonna be bigger. They've already been told, the engineer he'll have to look over their plans for any burial. Any lines they have to bury, they blamed it on the power company saying the pole was not good enough to take another line. And they said, "Oh,
We're already over there, girl.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
So, one of the questions Tiffany did ask me is, are you telling me now that I got one box in my yard, when I have a second box in my yard?
I got two now.
And they said they're gonna try to, they'll do their best to space them out so people don't have lines up in their yards.
I second the motion.
I think they ought to be held accountable. We have to dig something up in bars, we're gonna be in a nightmare on blocks.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
It's over on. Rip it out.
Trustee George.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.